right. What we got going on here? Well, love is the order of the day. Let's start there. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love, it never fails. Love always prevails. Good evening, collective. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Welcome. So, somebody is getting ready to experience a death, a real death and ending. Just really quickly, this came out a minute ago. Someone that has a genuine mental illness, a genuine mental disability. This is actually a woman that does a not death spell, beauty spell, because that was the card that came out, but I put it back. This woman does a beauty spell on you every single time she looks in the mirror. Every time this woman looks in the mirror at herself, she does a beauty spell on you. A sickness has overtaken her. And look, some of these karmics are going to like die while attacking you. And it's okay with them because they're possessed. But some of these people have a genuine mental illness and disability. And this woman literally, every time she looks in the mirror at herself, I promise you, every single time she looks at her face in the mirror, she does a beauty spell on you. Okay? She does a beauty spell on you. If you are familiar, if you've had beauty spells done on you, take it as a compliment, because the whole purpose of a beauty spell is to mess up a beautiful person's beauty. So that's her way of telling you that you're beautiful, and she doesn't want you to think you're beautiful. But a sickness has overtaken her, and she's going to die. And she's going to die doing a beauty spell on you while attacking you because she has a genuine mental illness, okay? I'm going to just put that out there really quick. Now, you have a past life helper that might be connected to this woman, okay? But this person is doing something to help you, okay? Maybe they have empathy for you. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is not just for women. There is somebody here whose self-esteem is in the toilet because they figured that they would be able to use their beauty, okay, and use their sexual prowess and their body parts and their shape to become wealthy and become rich. And that was the only thing they were relying on 100%. There were other paths in life that they could have chosen, okay? There were other things they could have done. They could have used their brain to do other things, but they figured the shortcut would be to use their body. And whoever this person is, it took them too long because they didn't have success. Something in their life is about to change in a big, big way. They might be moving all their things out of a home. They were trying to get away with a theft with a group of people that they were running with. They were able to con and get a whole bunch of different people to help them because of their booty and because of their willingness to use their sexual energy, to seduce men and women to get them to do what they wanted them to do. And people on that frequency, thought it was cute and they would let this woman get her way. Okay. Now, she, at some point in her life, and I know sadly, there are some men and women that take that attitude because of conditioning, because of some form of sexual abuse sometimes, okay? Why they think that's the only thing that holds value that they have. So that's not for everybody, but for some people. But also, and some people don't heal from that, okay? But that's not everybody's story, okay? But whoever this person is, they believed that the only value that they hold is the value in the size of their booty and their looks. And because they got so much attention for it from when they were young, a young girl, and they got so many doors open, so many meals paid for, vacations, money thrown at them. They got so many privileges because of their look. I think they call it pretty privilege. Okay, this is someone that might have gotten conditioned and used to. Don't get me wrong; they might have gotten negative attention that they didn't want when they were much younger. Maybe they did have an element of SA in their childhood. But as they got older, this person, they were able to obtain so many things and they got so much attention, they started feeling like, well, this is my currency. And your looks actually are your health. Health is wealth. And when you're healthy, it's attractive. You know, when you have clear skin because you drink a lot of water, you eat healthy foods, you have a nice, clear, smooth complexion from eating healthy, drinking water. If you exercise or maybe you naturally have a nice shape or whatever the case may be, it is kind of a form of currency, looks, okay? But that is not the only thing that you're worth. And this is what I wanted to say really quick. And I want to say this because God is so good, or however you define God. And I'm going to just say this about the Creator very quickly. The Creator is so amazing in how the human body was created and how the process that humans go through on this earth was designed. And I'm going to give a very short, quick breakdown. And you're like, Kuan Yin, ain't nothing short about your long-winded ass, but you're going to listen anyway. Okay. The way the Creator, okay, however you define the Creator, okay, made humans is from the time you're a baby, you start aging from the time you come in this world. And there are different stages that you go through, okay? From childhood, you go into puberty. And after puberty, you're going to hit a peak where you're at your most attractive physically, okay? And then after that, your looks are going to start to decline over time, okay? Now, you know what runs synonymously with that whole cycle that you go through as a human body from birth to puberty? You might not be your cutest during puberty, but you're getting closer to your prime. You're getting closer to when you look your absolute best. And that's usually, I think, for a young woman between the age of maybe 16 and I'd say between 16 and 35, depending on how you take care of yourself, because that can be 60, that can be up to 60 years old, depending on how you take care of yourself. But this is what's so beautiful about God and the Creator and the human process of your spiritual growth and evolution and what your soul came here to learn. What's beautiful is, along with the aging process, where you start out, you're awkward, and then you're gorgeous, and you reach the peak in your looks, and then your looks start to decline. What runs synonymous with that, okay, simultaneously, is your awareness, your maturity, your growth. You understand? Because in your youth, the first thing people notice about you is your looks. And when you're younger, you are naturally more superficial, because you're at a certain level of awareness when you're younger, okay? So you're going to see looks first, like from age 16. Oh my God, he's so cute. He looks like a boy in my favorite band that I have a crush on. Oh my God, she looks like the pop star that we all have a crush on with the big boobs that can sing. She's so pretty. Look at her. She's developing. When you're young, a teenager, your hormones are raging, and sometime before you get to know a person's inner, you're hit with their looks first, and that's what attracts you to them. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. This is the natural process in life. It doesn't mean that you're dumb or you're not looking deeper. Like, no, I want someone with a nice personality. No, I want this. No, I want that. This is to gauge your lessons. The reason that we go through the aging process is to gauge where you are in your lessons and how your consciousness, awareness, and spiritual growth is developing. You're more shallow and superficial when you're younger, in your teenage years, in your 20s, because the first thing you notice is a person's looks. Okay, and it might be a little more shallow and surface level during your younger years. Okay, and then as you come together, dating, meeting, and getting to know people that you're instantly attracted to, you start to learn throughout those younger years about their personality and how they treat you, how they speak to you, how they are to other people, what type of attitude they have, what kind of spirit do they carry. You understand? And during these years, whoever you was drawn to and attracted to off of something superficial or shallow, that's the lesson. You might get hurt by somebody, or you might hurt somebody. Or somebody you might find out is shallow. Someone might not be as smart as you thought they were, or someone might be highly intelligent or someone you might be very compatible with. You might have been being superficial. I only date men that are 6'1". You understand? And when you get to like middle age, your looks, they start to decline. Regardless of how, you can still look good, but this is just the way humans work. Your looks, they slowly start to decline. And the purpose for that is by the time you get to certain peaks and ages in this maturity, you're supposed to have learned certain lessons of discernment. You were supposed to have overcome from the lessons in your teenage years and your 20s. You were supposed to have learned that beauty is only skin deep, and you have to use your intuition and discernment to learn people a little more deeper, to connect mentally so you can find out who a person really is and see if what's on the outside is reflected on the inside as well. Did you learn those lessons? And to learn those lessons, that means now you have to go a little deeper. So by midlife, when looks are starting to decline, now you were supposed to go through some lessons. You were supposed to have completed some cycles. You were supposed to have matured. And with that maturity, that would allow you now to not be a surface level as your looks and everyone in your age group's looks start to decline, and you can go deeper. Now you can connect with people mentally better. Now you can discern better. You're not as impressed by just a big booty and this, and a man that's 6 foot or taller, tall, dark, and handsome, with muscles and looks like this and looks like, you understand what I mean? The process is supposed to happen together. And as the body, the looks start to decline, you're supposed to become more conscious, more aware, more emotionally intelligent, practice more discernment, love more and feel more with your heart. These things are supposed to develop over time in you. And by the time you become an emperor or an empress, there are certain lessons that you should have mastered. And by then, you are in the stages of the looks declining. This is normal for everybody. But God's design for the human, it's so beautiful how that lesson is supposed to occur. Okay? All of us were a little bit shallow when we were younger. Okay? Whoever this woman is I'm picking up on, she did not learn that people change, people mature, people start to, people's heart chakras as they get older and more mature and less shallow and get hurt by a pretty woman or hurt by a handsome man. People start to become more empathetic, more mature. People's heart chakra starts to open up and they start to see people differently. They start to think more about how they've treated people in their past and things of that nature. You understand? This woman did not realize, she thought that her looks and her booty was something that she would be a train that she would be able to ride for the rest of her life, and she would obtain wealth. Okay. And it's such a sad thing because the Spirit wants me to just say something. Ladies, even young ones, listen, especially young ones. You are more than your ass. You are more than your body. You are more than just the ability to provide sex for a man. It's so much more to you than that. Some of you all have all kind of talent, skills, abilities that would make you shine so brightly. Some of you have knowledge about things, whether you of different talents that you have, different types of knowledge, all kind, that would draw people to you, be attracted to you. Some of you are artists. Some of you are talented. Some of you are great speakers. There are so many different wonderful, some of you are singers. Some of you have a beautiful, gorgeous voice, Some of you are writers. Some of you are very creative, Some of you have so many different things. You are more than, you can offer more than just sex in a relationship, okay? You bring way more to the table with your energy than just the ability to please somebody sexually. You're more than that, okay? And you have to just tap into it. And you have to tap into it by using and controlling your sexual energy so it can be utilized in other places. You won't know this unless you give yourself space and give yourself a chance. And the only way you can give yourself a chance to find out what else you can do and what else you have inside of you is if that sexual energy is moved somewhere beside your root and sacral chakra, okay? And sometimes you need to stop having sex to allow that energy to go in other places to see what you have inside of you. You understand? Some people don't discover their talents until they go to jail because they get shut down sexually, okay? And then some people go to jail and become a lesbian. I'm full of jokes, but I got Orange is the New Black, that series, I watched it. Nonetheless, the point I'm making, you are more than your sexual organs, but sometimes you have to slow down the sexual energy by disciplining yourself. One way you can do that is through meditation. Believe it or not, meditation should be taught just like prayer is. A lot of people in a lot of families and cultures teach their children to get up and pray every day. You should teach your children how to meditate. Teach your children how to meditate and do breath yoga, because their Holy Spirit inside of their body, which is that Kundalini life force energy, that's the sexual energy, that's the Holy Spirit in your body. When it starts to gather up around in your sacral chakra and root chakra, it's connected to your sexual parts, your vagina, right? So that's what causes you to become sexually aroused. It's when that Kundalini energy is sitting there in that energy, it's sitting there like a cesspool in your sacral chakra. You have to move that energy upward by doing breath yoga. Instead of allowing that sexual energy to sit there in your sacral and root chakra, and that energy is what causes you to become sexually aroused or horny, do breath yoga and pull that energy up toward your crown chakra. Get in the habit of doing breath yoga, and not just women. I need to say something to young men too very quickly. You are more than just your ability to sexually please a woman. If you are a man and you think that the only value that you have, the only thing of value you have to offer anyone due to how you were treated, whether you started having sex with an older woman at a young age, and they made you feel like they would buy you things, or they made you feel like the only thing you're good for is for them to use you for sex, or whatever the case may be, and after a while it became a lifestyle for you, or if you were sexually abused in your childhood as a young man, and it did something to your self-esteem, and you feel like the only time you're worth anything is when you can please somebody sexually, that's the only thing you're good for. That's not a life for you. You're more than just your sexual organ and your ability to bring a woman to an orgasm. You have more value than that. There are great men out here, George Washington Carver, who was castrated, So all his sexual energy had to go straight to his crown chakra because the white family he was living with saw him as a threat if he had his penis. So they castrated him. So he was already a genius, but all that creative energy going straight up to his crown chakra, made him famous, okay, for all of his inventions, okay, and for his genius and ability to connect with spirit the way he did. But you are more than just your ability to satisfy a woman sexually. There are men out here, you have to remember, okay, during chattel slavery, they used men as bucks. You were used on plantations to seed and to make pregnant and to make more slaves for the master. And the only thing that you were acknowledged for was your ability to get an erection and to get as many women pregnant as possible. Okay. I have a relative on my mother's side that was his job on a plantation, I think in South Carolina. That's what he did. They used him. His job was to get as many women pregnant to make more slaves for the masters in my bloodline on my mother's side. Okay, what's it called? A buck. They used him as a buck. But nonetheless, it is degrading as a man to believe that the only value that you carry is your ability. The only thing you have to survive in the world is your ability to bring a woman to an orgasm and your looks. And that's the only thing that you have going for you. To believe that you're not intelligent or you don't have the ability to study, learn something, to become intelligent, to use your brains in a different type of way, to use your hands to create something, to farm, to build, to fix, to heal, to do other things, to think that the only value you literally have as a man is your ability to have a penis that works and be able to please a woman, and that way you can get everything you need in life. That's embarrassing. That's not something to be proud of. I would be so ashamed and embarrassed if I had a man and the only thing, or a son even, the only thing that anyone would ever recognize him for is his ability to bring a woman to an orgasm, and that's it. Because that's what gets him things in life, and that's the only thing he can do. That's the only thing he's respected for. That's embarrassing. As a man, that is very, very embarrassing. Because what they're doing is minimizing you to an animal. Because this is the only thing that animals do. They eat and they fuck. That's it. And people keep animals as pets. People objectify animals. And they like animals. Can this animal procreate? Can it breed for me? Can it make more such and such? That's it. Nothing more. When you don't, when your brain and your mind does not raise an intellect, to do or anything creative or to know anything else in life, and the only thing that you're valued for is your ability to impregnate a woman or your ability to bring a woman to an orgasm so you can have a place to live, so she can buy something for you. People are not looking, no one is looking up to you. Nobody's admiring that. Oh, you're a player. No, you're not. You're a weirdo. That's not attractive at all as a man. You should study to show yourself approved, Oh, these other men are hating on me. No, these other men are not hating on you. They think that you're stupid. These women don't admire you. They look at you like an animal, like less than an animal. They objectify you. They see you as a tool, literally, without a brain in your head. You're worse than a female bimbo. A male bimbo is even worse. You got to have some type of couth about you. What do you do? Well, I don't really have to be able to have a conversation. Look at me. Look what I look like. Oh, just wait till we get in the bedroom. Get the fuck away from me. I don't know what some of these men are thinking about, but men, you are more than just your sexual organs. You are more than just your ability to have sex or to look attractive or to this, that, and the other. Come on. No one looks up to that. Women that only use you for sex and buy you gifts, they don't respect you at all. They don't have, and you're replaceable. And they don't have any respect for you at all whatsoever. Trust and believe. Because if a woman is financially providing for you and she does not really care about what you have to say because you're dumb, but you look nice on her arm, she's using you. She's objectifying you. She's using you as a prop. And she can replace you at any time. She does not value you. She doesn't care about what you have to say at all whatsoever. She doesn't value you. She doesn't think anything special. And she knows if you get on her nerves, she can replace you and just find another one. Okay? So that's nothing to be proud of, that you can be a stud for women. Okay? That's embarrassing for a grown-ass man, especially if you're 40, 50, 60 years old. I'm sure you're out the game by then. But to say that the only thing that you have to offer a woman is I can keep you company in the bed. That's it. You know, that's the value that I have. I'm not smart. I'm not intelligent. I can't help you do your taxes. I can't talk to you about anything. No politics, no nothing. This is all I have to offer. Other men are laughing at you. They think that you're a clown. Regardless of how good you might think that you look, the women that you look good to, they don't respect you either. No one does. And you're a clown to everybody, including your other male friends that probably might be smarter than you, that actually have talent, skills, and abilities, that invest their time wisely. So whoever this woman is, for too long, she knows that something's coming to a complete end for her. She thought that people would be so impressed by her booty, her shape, her looks for so long that no one could ever betray her. And she's having an ego death right now. She's having an ego death for the first time in her life because she thought that it could never come to an end for her, ever. She thought there's no way in the world she could ever lose because she's gotten so much attention and entitlement her entire life for her looks. She didn't believe that any of the men she was connected to would even spiritually grow or even start to see other things in life. You know, she thought the whole world revolved around her because of what she looked like and her willingness to please men sexually. But she discounted the fact that people grow, people mature, people's spiritual eyes start to open once their heart chakra starts to open. Once they start to feel more empathy and compassion, usually you get there through pain or loss or things that you go through when you desire empathy and compassion and there's no one there to give it to you. You know, that's how some people learn empathy and compassion, at a time in their life when they need it and there's no one there to give it to them. And that's when they start reflecting, okay? So something's coming to a complete end for whoever this woman is. Her self-esteem is in the gutter because she just realized, are you telling me this booty and this look is not worth anything? It has no value? Baby, in 2026, I am telling you, your booty, and this is a woman between the age of possibly 30 and 40. This is someone between their 30 and 40. Sweetheart, there are thousands of booties like yours that just turned 18. There are thousands of them that just turned 18. A whole fresh batch of 18-year-old booties sitting up higher and rounder than yours, younger, more supple skin, 18-year-olds. Every single year, a new batch is pushed out. Every year, a whole new batch of 18-year-olds are pushed out, trotting around like ponies, okay? And it's just clicking for her, oh no, it's what I'm wearing off. The effect that I used to have on men is wearing off. And I did not work on my inner, so I can't even attract anyone energetically. I can't even attract anyone toward me energetically because there's nothing there, because I didn't invest in myself emotionally. I didn't invest in myself, in my personality. I didn't work on myself. So even while my looks are on the decline, with my personality, with my energy, with my light-heartedness, my spirit, me having a beautiful spirit, a kind spirit, I can't attract anybody toward me. They don't care. And they're looking at those 18-year-olds over there. They're looking at the 22-year-olds over there. They're not looking at me like that. They're not feeling me like that no more. And she's just realizing that you have to attract from the inside. Even if you look good, you have to work on your character. You have to work on your character. To become a divine feminine, you have to develop empathy, compassion, and love. And that's what causes that feminine magnetism that attracts men. You understand? Yes, during your first years, the only thing that attracted men to you that would put them under your spell and that would want to do anything for you was your looks. But you are in the declining years right now, and the looks aren't working. And you didn't develop any feminine energy because you were operating out of masculine energy only, logic. You like what I can give you. You like how I look. I'm going to just use that. It's all transactional. But now that your looks are on the decline, you don't have empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion are what cultivates your divine feminine energy, your higher intuition, your creativity. You don't possess that type of grace. So men are not attracted to you because men are attracted to nurture, feminine women that put out that nurturing energy, and you don't have that and possess it. So it's like emptiness for you, okay? So this woman, her self-esteem is in the ground right now because she knows something's coming to an end. She's not getting any love right now because someone that she used to be able to snap her fingers and get to do whatever they wanted, they have developed a heart. They have developed some empathy and compassion. Someone has balanced their masculine and feminine energy, and they are spiritually growing as a result of. And as a result of that, it's causing their taste to change. So men that were willing to help this woman and bend over backwards for her at one time are no longer willing to do that for her because they even are starting to evolve and grow spiritually and become more conscious. And this is not just one man. This is happening all over the world. You're seeing this whole culture because that whole culture of only going toward women and valuing women has been overrated and overdone. That have an hourglass shape, that have the BBL, that have this look, that are shaped like this and the big titties and this, that, and that whole culture, it's numbing now. You know how you can eat something that you really enjoy and eat it so much that you don't even have a taste for it anymore. The brain, let me explain. The reason that when an astronaut goes into outer space for 6 months to a year, they have to take different types of, like not wallpaper, but something that they design the inside of the ship with in their recreational area, different scenery, is because the brain, the human brain needs contrast, okay? Otherwise, you can start to hallucinate, okay? Otherwise, you can fall into a deep depression. You understand? The brain needs contrast, okay? Everything has to have some kind of balance. You can't just be all one thing all the time. You understand? So the reason they change the, let's say, wallpaper for the astronauts in certain recreational areas on these ships when they go in outer space on those long journeys is because they understand to stay healthy so they don't get depressed, the brain needs contrast. And so many women, and I do blame men because that's where all the attention was coming from. So many men place so much value on women that have a certain shape with BBL or no BBL, natural, okay? But so much value and emphasis and energy and attention was placed on that naturally women that want to be noticed felt like this is what we need to do to get attention from the men. So what do? All the women are like, I want attention. I want men to look at me. I want to be chosen. I want to get my meals paid for. I want men to be running after me acting a fool over me and doing this, that, and the other. I want what these other women are getting, even though it's superficial, even though it's not real, okay, even though it's an illusion, okay. People think that, like in the Jasmine Sullivan song, she said, why these hoes be winning? She said they be winning, and she need to go get one of them dresses that they wear, whatever in the song. But the thing about it is how you know they winning? Why you think that? Why you think they winning? You know, you don't know how empty a person can be inside, regardless of what money they get. Y'all know about the doo-doo Instagram models that go to Dubai. You call that winning? Doo-doo? You want an Arab man to squat and doodle on your face? That's not winning. Baby, that ain't winning. But it appears that way. You don't know how empty some people are on the inside. You don't know how lonely some people are. Even if they get money and have men spoiling them, they don't even have the connection of the mind. Don't nobody give a damn about what you think, about who you are, to be completely objectified. You're not feeling any love. Nothing energetically is being reciprocated. It's completely transactional, and you feel cold as hell with your money, with the things that someone's buying for you, being taken out to eat. But on the inside, you feel cold as ice, not one bit of warmth, not one bit of affection, not one bit of anything, because it's pure lust. It's pure lust. I'll take intimacy and real love over lust any day. Okay? I'll take real love and intimacy over lust any day. It lasts way longer. Lust burns out over time, but love never, love never fails. Love always wins. Okay? Passion will burn out sometime, because some of these old people, they be like, just because it's snow in the oven don't mean it, them old. They be like, just because it's snow on the roof don't mean it ain't fire in the oven. Child, I don't want to hear that shit from my grandmother or nobody. It's snow on the roof, it's fire in the oven. But you understand what I'm saying? Lust, passion, those things might become cool off over time, but love, real love, and intimacy can be shared into your 90s, right up into your old age. Okay? So don't ever think as a younger person that somebody's winning just because they're getting a whole bunch of attention and getting money, or money spent on them by a whole bunch of men that giving them more. It's not the kind of attention you might not want. You might not want, when you get that attention up close, you might not really want it, because you might realize the person giving you that attention don't give a damn about you, and they would replace you like that. They never care anything about you, okay? Now, whoever this person is, again, in 2026, the last thing I want to say, in 2026, a lot of men and women are, due to inflation, inflation is causing these people to reflect. Inflation is sending people into a dark night of the soul and shadow work, literally. The inflation is what's causing people to get into a dark night of the soul, and causing people to get into some reflection energy and like, you know what? Do I really want a woman that really don't care about me? Because right now, these pennies ain't going that far, and I got to work double hard to make this money. I'm not sure. I want to make sure if I spend my money on somebody, it's somebody I really, it's somebody that actually cares about me and give a damn about me. Because times are hard right now, and if things get harder, I don't want a woman that's gonna bail on me, if things get any worse. And I feel like between 2026 and 2030, things are going to get a lot worse, and people are going to be looking for real relationships, real people they can trust, both men and women, genuine people that's not going to put a knife in their back or set them up because they got a boyfriend somewhere that they really love, and she look good, she loyal to you and your money, but she might, if times get tough, she might set your ass up because she got a man, that she really loves, that got her heart, but he don't have no money, and she been sending your money to him, okay? Or vice versa. A man got another woman, and the woman that he got, she don't care about his ass at all whatsoever. or vice versa. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay. So this person didn't want to let something go, but she doesn't have the help that she once had. Something's changing for her. She didn't get away with this stuff. Somebody might be taking a new perspective, okay? Great fortune in the reverse. Something's coming to an end for her. All right, what is the energy here, Holy Spirit? What is the energy crowning this read? Okay, yeah, this is it, the World card. It's over. Yeah. So somebody's trying to figure out their life. They're trying to figure out what they need to do real fast. This is someone that didn't use their intuition at all. Somebody's about to take very quick action to do something. What's the obstacle? Okay. Because some spell are still backfired, of course. Someone might be an Aquarius. And a conflict is over. Okay. The obstacle, so someone's trying to find another way to get away with something. Okay. What happened in the recent past? Okay. Yeah, in the recent past, somebody could have been closed off to somebody. Something's being balanced out here. There's something here being balanced out. Sagittarius energy. There is Aquarius energy here, Gemini energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here. Tell me more about this situation with this Temperance energy, Holy Spirit. The King of Wands, okay? So somebody might be trying to get something back balanced, okay? Somebody might be, and as a result, somebody might be about to be impoverished or in poverty. This is someone that could be very attractive. The King of Wands is a woman or man that might be very good looking or attractive, or people might look up to them, or this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? This could be someone very passionate. What is this? The Nine of Cups reverse, okay? Yeah, somebody's not happy at all because the Four of Wands. What's the Four of Wands? What is the Four of Wands? I just heard somebody's not happy because love always wins. So that's this woman's lesson. She's learning love always wins, real love. That's it. Love always wins. Okay, someone feels defeated because of the Four of Wands. Okay, what is this Four of Wands? This might have to do with someone's house. Is someone jealous of somebody's house or something? Or a marriage? Or what is this? Someone is drowning in their emotions. This is someone that was watching a divine feminine. This is someone that was watching a divine feminine and they wanted the same things the divine feminine had. And they thought that they could manifest them, but they didn't know how the divine feminine manifested her home, her house, her situation, the way things are for her. So this is someone that tried to take a shortcut and figured if they use their sexual energy, with people to pull off a theft, they would get the money and then they would have the same thing as the divine feminine. And they feel defeated because the divine feminine has a home or something like that. I'm getting like a jealousy here. And somebody thought, I can get the same thing as you. I could just use my looks. Clarify, Holy Spirit. This Four of Wands. Yeah. Oh, someone's getting divorced with this Hierophant in the reverse over here. Somebody's about to get divorced from somebody. And the High Priestess is falling over here. Oh, a High Priestess might be getting married. Okay, so the Four of Wands might be talking about a marriage. And a King of Wands, a woman or a man, might be getting divorced from somebody. And they might end up impoverished in the Five of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Tell me more about the situation. Okay. I have the Knight of Pentacles. There's somebody here that was supposed to help this woman do something, that didn't think right about something. Whatever was going to fulfill their wishes, they didn't think right about it. They thought that this was a mission that they could accomplish and it would be easy, like taking candy from a baby. Okay, so you're a high priestess that is a high manifester. You're a high priestess that can manifest very easily. You're a real manifester, okay? You can think stuff and then it'll manifest out of nowhere. The doors will just start opening everywhere for you. And whatever you imagine with your mind, after a year or two, you'll have it in your life or sooner, okay? And because of that, somebody was jealous of you here, okay? And whoever this jealous person is, they thought that this has to do with your energy. Somebody told them that the shortcut was to do magic. This is some kind of energy harvesting magic where they would be able to take your energy and manifest the same thing that you have. Whatever you have in your life, somebody thought they could get it too, but all they had to do was steal your energy, okay? And this is who was helping them, this Knight of Pentacles here. And they thought it'd be like taking candy from a baby because they didn't think right about something, okay? But the Ten of Wands, it was too hard for them to get control of a high priestess. Of course, a high priestess is intuitive as hell. A high priestess knows what you're going to do before you do it. She can feel it. She can read you. A high priestess could damn near hear your thoughts. A high priestess could look at your face and already know everything you're going to say. That's how it would be. High priestess energies are very intuitive and very sensitive. It's very rare that you're going to be able to pull a fast one on a high priestess, a real high priest or high priestess, man or woman. They're too intuitive. They have X-ray vision. They can smell, taste, hear, everything. Some of them are clairvoyance, clairaudio, all different type of clair, all the clairs, some of them. Y'all know, let me tell y'all, at a job I was working at one time, I literally was sitting all the way across the room and I could hear some people talking about me. And it was a lunchroom. I was working at a school and the people were sitting all the way at the other end. And it was a crowded, noisy, before our morning meeting, before we started working or whatever. And I was all the way at the other end. There's no way humanly possible that a human can hear what these people were talking low about and giggling, but I could hear them clear as day. I could hear their voices. I heard everything they were saying at that table. Okay. And it was probably my guides that were allowing me to, hear their conversation specifically because it was pertaining to me. So the fact that they said my name might have caused an instant spiritual connection and tuned my frequency into them. The fact that they said my name out loud when they were talking amongst themselves, it probably like a radio transmission, me being a high priestess, probably instantly tuned me in and I could hear everything they said, every single word. I was like, oh, really? And I'm all the way at the other end of the room. Child. So there was a masculine here, a Knight of Pentacles, that was working together with this woman to try to get one over on you. It looks like they were trying to do some spell work or magic here. Okay. What else? Oh, by the way, and high priest and high priestess energies, they like to play games too. I mean, to spice up their life, because sometimes a high priest or high priestess life can be very lonely. It can be very lonely because you know the truth about people. And when you know the truth about people, sometimes it can cause you to be isolated and by yourself. because a lot of people be thinking some messed up things about you that you think like you, that you might think love you or are cool with you or want to be friends. And sadly, because you're so sensitive and intuitive, you know how people really feel about you. So it can be a lonely life. So sometimes high priestesses or high priests, they like to spice things up when people are trying to plot on them. They like to entertain themselves. They might do so. They might play stupid with you for a little while for fun. Some of us are sick like that. And I wouldn't call it sick, but we got to entertain ourselves some kind of way. We live a lonely life. A lot of high priestesses live a very, very lonely life because the origin of man's heart is dark. And most people are jealous, envious. Most people are not really happy for you. Most people don't mean you well. Most people really want to use you. It's rare that you find another genuine person that just wants to love you and be your friend and be kind to you, that's just looking for another person to match their happy enthusiasm. No, most people are dark. So you're lonely, especially if you're very high vibrational. It's a lonely, lonely life. And only because you're intuitive, so you know how people really feel about you. You could have plenty of friends, but because you know what's on their hearts and on their minds, it hurts your feelings sometimes, and you don't want to react to something they don't even realize you know about them. Otherwise, they'll call you bipolar. If you react to how, as a high priest or high priestess, if you react to how a person thinks about you and really feels about you, without them knowing that you know that, you're going to come off bipolar. Like, what's wrong with her? Why she got an attitude? She didn't hear me talking about her before she came in here. Yes, she did. She heard you and she felt you. But because you don't know she's a high priestess, she might react to the fact you were talking about her ass before she came in that room and she felt it. And then you're going to think she's bipolar. That's why high priestess and high priest be alone. They be like, I don't got time to fake with nobody. What do you mean? Why do you think that? Why do you think anyone here is being fake with you? No one said anything to you, and gaslight the hell out your ass. Sit up there and play in your face and gaslight you because they don't know that you could sense, you can feel, you can hear. And the worst thing you can do is gaslight a goddamn high priestess about, we like you. Why would you think that? Oh, I think you're too sensitive. No, you're not. You know the truth. People can't play in your face. And rather than be called bipolar, some of y'all just keep to yourself. Okay? So I know some of y'all entertain yourself and let people play in your face for a little while and let them get as far as they're going to get before you push the button on their ass and they wondering why. Okay? So I don't know, whoever this high priestess is, maybe this is what happened here. Maybe there was a woman and a man that might have been playing in your face, and you might have known the whole entire time, but you might have had an awareness spiritually that this was part of your path, and this had, whatever was happening, it had to happen. One example, Jesus was a high priest. Yeah, he was, sure. Jesus was a high priest. And there were things that didn't have to happen. He didn't have to connect with certain people. Jesus could have cussed out Judas a long time ago and been like, nah, man, you fake. I already know. I already know what you're going to do. No, you can't come around me. You don't think he been picked up on Judas bullshit? Jesus was a high priest. He knew already Judas was on some bullshit. He knew that. But he still let him hang because Jesus understood his purpose. He knew what he was there for. You understand? He knew he had a path. He knew Judas was one of his soulmates. He had to learn a lesson off of him. He even knew the imperfections of his friends that he was connected to. You understand? Even Peter, I would never betray you. Man, don't worry. I knew Judas was a traitor. I felt something funny when he left the table talking about he was leaving early because he had to go pick his little brother up and go carve him a drum. Bullshit. He don't even like his little brother. He jealous of him. What you talking about? He probably is going to do something, And Jesus turned to Peter, and what he tell Peter? He said, Peter, I know you lying. You will deny me thrice before the crow, before 3 o'clock. Before 3 o'clock, before the chicken crows, Three times you will have denied me. When people ask, do you kick it with Jesus? Ain't you one of his homeboys? You're going to say no 3 times because your ass is a coward too. You scared. What are you talking about? I could never betray you. I'm not like Judas. I'm better than him. Man, all of y'all are weak-willed. All of y'all. I already know how y'all are. Okay? I know your intentions are good, but when the pressure is on and you see people dragging me away in handcuffs and you know how they're going to torture me and you know you got to return to your village and you know everyone in your village hates me and your children are there, your wife, your family, your mother and father, and you don't want everybody to distance you for the rest of your life for being my friend, you're going to act like me and you ain't cool. You're going to deny me 3 times. I understand. I'm not mad at you because this is my path. This is what I came here for. I can feel it. So I'm going to let y'all do whatever y'all came to do. Whatever y'all plan on doing, I'm going to go on and let you do it. You understand? So whoever you are, you might let people play in your face sometime for the simple, but at the last minute, you push the button because you ain't Jesus, honey. You're not Jesus. See, Jesus went all the way through with it. He was like, and for my final trick, for my final magician trick, Alakazam, I'm going to die and come back to life on the 3rd day. He said, for my final trick, I'm going to let you nail me to a cross like David Blaine. Where's my cape at? And then I'm going to come back to life on the 3rd day. Matter of fact, I'm going to come back in a different body. I'm going to come back in a different body, but it's going to be me. And y'all gonna be freaked out by that. Okay, so the point I'm making is you will let people play in your face sometime as a high priestess energy, okay, and push the button on them at the last minute, right when they think they're about to get away with something, because you understand your path and you understand these are soulmates and you understand there are lessons that they need to learn off of you. So they couldn't get away with something with the 7 of Swords in reverse here. They were unable to get away or fool you. They might have thought they were fooling you, but then again, a high priest or high priestess got to entertain themselves because they live a lonely life. And they can go so deep, you have no idea. You have no idea how deep a high priestess can really, really go in acting, in letting people think, oh, you got me. Oh, you got me now. Oh my goodness, you got me. You got me. You got me, and then at the last minute, it's almost like arm wrestling with a child. Oh, you're so strong. Oh my God. Oh, Timmy, look. Oh my God, you almost got me. And at the last minute, boom. What else, Holy Spirit? The Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah, because they're not connected to their higher intuition. So, of course, they're not going to realize they think they're playing you. And the whole time, you're just here for your purpose, and you're not playing them. You're just playing the role that you came here to play, okay? What's a 7 of Pentacles, please? All right, a King of Pentacles that might have a give and take with somebody, a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting 2 people here. Okay, 2 people, one of them is an Aquarius. They've been exchanging with each other. There's been some kind of an exchange between a King of Pentacles and someone else, all right? And what's the obstacle? They couldn't balance a situation. So this an Aquarius energy was working together with maybe a King of Pentacles. This might be a working man, a businessman, or a woman in your community or something that was trying to cause a conflict for you, but they couldn't balance the situation, they said. And now, are they rejecting any more offers? What's the 2 of Cups reverse? And cutting them off. Wow, double confirmation. So whoever this Aquarius is that's been making offers to different people in your community, they just turned down their offer and now they're cutting them off. They're cutting them off now. Wow, the devil in reverse. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. The devil in reverse. Child, somebody bit the dust. That's it. So another person in your community has backed down. They backed down. Baby, you just here for your purpose. Okay, so let me pull the cards and see what else is going on here. What is going on with this? Has a genuine mental illness, disability. Clarify this person that has a genuine mental illness and disability. The Four of Wands. Are they in a hospital or something? The Hierophant. The marriage. Oh, they really want to get married. Somebody, this weirdo, there's a weirdo. This is somebody that would show up on a date in a wedding dress. Whoever this person is, they do beauty spells on you every time they look in the mirror. A sickness has overtaken them, okay? There's a past life helper of yours that's been keeping an eye on this person because they know that they're jealous of you and they have a genuine mental illness, okay? And this person was expecting to get married. Oh, God. This person probably will ask somebody to bury them in a wedding dress. Whoever this weirdo is, they're probably going to ask somebody to bury them in a wedding dress. They keep trying to sacrifice you. What's the Hangman? What's the Hangman? Okay. Oh, wow. Somebody is cussing or saying something sharp, disrespectful, because they're stressed out, because they couldn't let something go. Yeah, somebody could not let something go. Child, who is this? Is this a Pisces? This could be a Pisces, the Hangman. Somebody has to accept something. Are they sick right now? Oh my goodness. Because they couldn't get away with something. The King of Pentacles reverse. Somebody could have a Pisces placement in their chart. They're about to be homeless. The Ten of Pentacles reverse. They're about to be homeless and they're sick. So this might be a Pisces or someone with Pisces in their chart. I have Pisces, Gemini. Someone's stuck in a cycle. The Lovers reverse and someone is not partnering with them anymore. Wow, they're really sick right now and they're not getting married. The Hierophant reverse. Oh my goodness. This person got a genuine mental illness. Child, they feel backstabbed and betrayed. So somebody is about to be homeless. This might be a Pisces King of Pentacles that's about to be in the Five of Pentacles. That's literally, they wanted to win at all costs. And they put everything, they put all their energy and everything into trying to take you down. The Nine of Pentacles reverse. Wow. They could have been working with Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the moon, or they could have been secretly working with an Emperor energy. Doesn't have to be Aries. Somebody's trying to keep something hidden. Someone's moving to calmer waters. Oh, that's who they were working for. They were working for an Emperor energy. But they can't plan something, so the Emperor is moving on past away from them. So now they're going to lose their stability. And they're sick. And they're dying. And they feel defeated. Well, dummy, why the hell would you choose to try to hurt and harm another person as a career? That's a bad choice. That's a horrible decision. Who's your past life helper? A King of Wands. Okay, some spell work backfired. So this might be someone that's a leader, very confident. Who's this past life helper? Tell me about a past life helper. This might be someone that, I don't know, they might be a little depressed about something. They might be alone. Someone might have reversed an ending or wants to reverse an ending with someone, and they're taking very quick action to do something. Okay, the Ace of Wands reverse, and this is the soulmate of yours. That's why they gave clarity about a Leo with the Strength card, or they have a lot of strength. Clarify. I got the Ace of Swords and the Strength card. Clarify the Strength card. Clarify the Strength card. Okay. This might be a high priest or a high priestess. Okay, that's very powerful. Okay. Somebody could be very powerful or they might have a Leo placement in their chart. They provided clarity about a Leo. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Clarify the Ace of Swords. They provided clarity, the truth, and they backstabbed and betrayed them. Okay. They're back for what they orchestrated, the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Got it. Okay. So whoever this past life helper is, they provided clarity, which is the truth about a Leo. Whatever a Leo did to you, they provided evidence and clarity to a court system or someone about the truth about what really happened. Whoever this past life helper is, they took very quick action because somebody was trying to do something to you to avoid a tower. Okay, they were trying to sacrifice you. Okay, by trying to set you up to be harmed with the Five of Wands. Okay, so that somebody could get a judgment reversed on you. Okay, well, they already did. Somebody already helped you. Look at that. Praise God. Somebody already helped you. I've been telling you, you have a past life helper. This is a soulmate. That's why the wheel came out. Okay. I'm sorry. That wasn't the wheel. That was the world. Was that the world? The world. Yes. The world card came out because it's a soulmate of yours. That's a past life helper. Okay. This is somebody that you know from a past life. And in this life, where whatever position they're in right now in this life, and everything that has happened in their life, in your life, up until now, led up to this moment in what they did to help you, okay? Everything was purposeful, and everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to happen, both good and bad, okay? That's what they want me to say. Everything that happened, both good and bad, was supposed to happen exactly as it happened. Okay? Everything is divine timing. All right, what are the messages, Holy Spirit? You are under spiritual attack. Your stability and your love life. No crap. Safe house. Again. Every time Safe House comes out, it comes out with Neuralink or nanochip illegally. So yesterday when this came out, it came out Safe House, and it came out with Neuralink. Someone had illegally set somebody up to be implanted with a Neuralink type technology, okay? It came out with Safe House yesterday, and it came out with an Aries Emperor energy that might have set somebody up to be chipped, okay? And this person was in a Safe House, and they were having respiratory issues. So let me see, or something was going on with their health. So let me see what they want to touch. They're touching me while I am on my collarbone. They want me to say something about this. Use this one. Okay. What's going on? Somebody is sad, okay, because they couldn't finish backstabbing and betraying you, okay? There they go. That's them. Okay. So this Aries Emperor energy comes out as the Hierophant and the Hermit. Okay, their energies is the Hierophant and the Hermit. Okay, this could even be a twin flame of yours. Let me explain why. You, whoever you are, your energy, you come out also as a Hermit and a Hierophant. Everybody thinks a twin flame is supposed to be someone that you get married to, you date, y'all come together, y'all belong together. Not at all. This is someone that's the complete opposite of you. It's like the evil version of you, your darker side, okay? When you have a run-in with a twin flame, because we have hundreds of soulmates, when you have a run-in with a twin flame, it's your job, if you are the person of the light, if you're the person on the other side, the other polarity, your higher self operating in your north node, and your twin flame is operating in the south node, that you're supposed to be like a siren, like a Pied Piper, like R. Kelly, but not really, where you're supposed to capture this person's attention, Okay? And then they're supposed to run toward you to try to see if they can come together with you. But because they are on the opposite, they're operating in the dark, once you get their attention, you are not to turn and look back. You're just supposed to be an inspiration for them to get in alignment. So once you cross paths with a twin flame and they're operating in the dark and you're operating in the light, whether you're a man or a woman, uh, they're supposed to try to attempt to connect to you. But if they don't qualify to connect to you because they're not in alignment, now what's going to happen is they are going to start trying to figure out what they need to do to connect to you. And you are to continue moving forward and model an example of the way you should live your life, the way you're balanced, the way you operate out of your higher self. And the whole time they can't attain you because they're going toward the opposite, the darkness. But as they're trying to obtain you, they are supposed to find out things about themselves that they need to work on and start doing their shadow work from a distance. You understand? So you don't look back. You don't look back at a twin flame energy. You just keep living your life and moving forward, and you're just there as a muse. You're just there as their inspiration. Oh man, I don't qualify to be with that person, but it's something about them that I just have to be with them. But in actuality, it's a lesson for them to figure out what they need to work on inside themselves to raise themselves to your vibration and frequency. And that's supposed to lead them out of the darkness into the light. In other words, help them with enlightenment. Okay? So whoever this person is, the Hierophant, they come out as an Aries. They come out as a Hermit Hierophant energy. This person, they might have told a lie about you, okay? They might have badmouthed you. You are a high priestess, as you can see here. And they probably lied on you and badmouthed you. They might have raised a whole army against you with this Page of Swords reversed here. It's someone speaking very disrespectfully, okay? What is going on with this safe house? What is going on with this safe house? Someone has bad karma right now. And I don't know, their friends might have left them. Some energy could have come toward this person very quickly. Something could have come toward, and someone could be drowning in their emotions or a whole bunch of something respiratory. This person might have a respiratory infection. Like there could be like a lot of fluid in their lungs or something like that, maybe. With that Ace of Cups. That Ace of Cups, I feel like this person could have fluid in their lungs or something, and they're very burdened right now. Yeah, they're very burdened right now, okay? And they can't move forward. Why are they in a safe house? Why are they in a safe house? Why are they in a safe house? Because of what they orchestrated against you. So somebody's protecting them. They're burdened, and they don't want to go to jail and they're being protected. They're the high priestess that was nano-chipped illegally. So I'm talking to a high priestess that has been chipped against your will. Somebody could have chipped you by injecting something in your temple, okay, with like an earring gun type device or a needle or something. Or they could have drugged you while you were sleeping, but somebody illegally, there's a high priestess specifically that was nano-chipped illegally by this person, and now this person's hiding in some kind of a safe house. What is the Knight of Swords? Okay. This might have happened to you because you're anointed. This could have happened to you because you're anointed, you're a star energy. And people want to be able to watch every single thing you say and do. You might be a very magical high priestess, where you could literally just think of what you're looking for, and when you walk outside your door and walk down the street, whatever you thought of before you left the house suddenly appears on someone's table or wherever, like that type stuff might happen to you. Anything that you think of that you say, today I'm going to get this. As soon as you get outside your house, you might see what you're looking for out of nowhere. Instead of having to go look for it, things just manifest when you think of it. You might be, and with that star energy, the reason that they wanted to nanochip you is because they want to watch you. They want to see the magic happen. They want to observe and study you. They want to literally watch and see how your magic happens. And some people even want to use you. All right, so something was returned to sender. Okay, is that why they're sick? Yeah, the emperor, here he goes. This is him right here. This is his ass, this Aries. Okay, so something was returned to sender. So I don't know, he could have spiritually attacked you, okay? But something was returned to sender, and he might be suffering from a respiratory issue right now. The Hierophant reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse. Okay, somebody could be close to this person emotionally. Somebody could be a Taurus. Somebody had an ego death. So right now, somebody is having an ego death. I just saw the devil. This could be someone that's obsessed. Wow, a Capricorn might have kicked him out of their energy. Oh, so there might be a Capricorn. A Capricorn might have kicked this person out their energy. The Nine of Swords reverse. Because they're not in a mental imprisonment anymore. Somebody might not be obsessed anymore. Clarify this, Capricorn. They let them go. So they were working, this Aries was working for this Capricorn. But they're not in a mental imprisonment anymore. So they're in a safe house. Who are they afraid of? Wait a minute. Who are they afraid of? Who are they hiding from in a safe house? Who are they hiding from in this safe house? Who are they hiding from in this safe house? Who are they hiding from in this safe house? Someone they were married to or supposed to get married to, because my ring is coming off. They're hiding because some spell work backfired. Some spell work backfired and somebody might have cussed them out because their spell work keeps backfiring. Somebody could have said something very harsh, maybe a Capricorn that they were working for. Clarify the Page of Swords reverse. Oh, someone's going to be homeless. So I guess a safe house or something like a safe house. A high priest from the past. Oh, something's not going in their favor. Oh, so they might have been in a spiritual battle with a high priest or high priestess that they know from the past. And something backfired on them. The spell work backfired, and they might be having some kind of respiratory issue right now. Yeah. Because somebody sent a lot of energy towards somebody, and it backfired. Because something was not justified, or someone could be a Libra. They couldn't backstab and betray somebody. Oh, they was trying to backstab and betray someone, a high priest or high priestess from the past. A Libra? Oh, were they in a battle with a Libra? Oh, wow, because yesterday in the cards, what came out was this emperor was angry. There was an emperor energy that was angry at a Libra high priestess that lied to them, and they were going to attack this Libra high priestess. I think it was Cameroon, a spiritual practitioner from Cameroon that don't wear shirts that fit, and they only buy medium. Maybe that came out the day before yesterday or something. Okay, and they were mad at a Libra high priestess, not because they buy shirts that are medium that fit like belly shirts like Saucy Santana, but they were upset because that Libra had lied to them. I don't know if this is the same energy, but either way, some spell work backfired. Some spell work backfired. And this person, yeah, I just saw the Ace of Swords. That might be confirmation. Child. And now someone's in a mental imprisonment about something with the Libra from the past. Yeah, or because of an injustice that they committed in the past. What's the justice in reverse? Someone that can't regulate their emotions. That's childish. So maybe this is a Libra. So they was mad at a Libra because they lied to them about something and manipulated and tricked them, and because their shirts are too tight and it's cutting off their circulation. And because they was mad about that, they attacked a Libra, and I guess the Libra attacked them back. I don't know, whatever. But this is what's going on with this. These people might have all been in a marriage or some kind of contract together. I don't know. What else, Holy Spirit? But they're childish. These people are childish. They're not working together anymore. So that's why they're in a safe house. Okay. So that is the reason that they're in a safe house. So where is the safe house? I'm petty. I'm very petty. Where's the safe house, Holy Spirit, that they hiding at? Child, I'm a fall out of Utah. If Utah come out, I'm a fall out. Where's the safe house at? Because I know it's a safe house in Utah that always comes out in my deck for some of these karmics. Okay, I split the deck on New Zealand. So I don't know if somebody is hiding in New Zealand. Okay. Okay, what are the messages, Holy Spirit? China? Where's this safe house at, Holy Spirit? Where's this safe house? England? Where's this safe house? So safe house, South Carolina. Let's pull some cards on South Carolina. I'm super petty. Where's this safe house at? China. Okay. And then I have a southeast state in the USA, North Carolina. Okay, so I have North and South Carolina is here. About to tell somebody business. So these are the southeast states, South Carolina, North Carolina. I see China here, Anacostia, DC, and New Zealand. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Somebody could be in a Midwest state. Somebody might pledge Delta, Gamma, Delaware. All right. I want to see. Holy Spirit, China's the one that popped out and I had opened the deck on. Tell me about China. Tell me about China, please and thank you. Somebody can't move to calmer waters. So somebody's not okay and they can't move to calmer waters right now. So somebody was trying to create an illusion. Someone could be an Aquarius or create an illusion that there's some kind of star. Clarify the star. What is the star? Clarify the star. Someone that took a risk to do something that might have been either homeless or financially codependent or something, but something's over. So there could be an Aquarius. There could be an Aquarius that might be going to hide in China, or someone is Chinese. Okay, the Three of Cups. Oh, it's more than one. They're in a house with somebody. Who are they in a house in China with? The Queen of Wands reverse, the prostitute type energy. So there's an Aquarius, there's a prostitute here, the Queen of Wands reverse, that's unhappy, and they're in China. Oh, well, good for them. And a Page of Swords, it's Aquarius energy. And a mother figure, the Queen of Cups, the Death card, Scorpio. Is there a Scorpio hiding in China? Clarify that Death card. Somebody's not in a mental imprisonment about something. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Japan just had an earthquake on New Year's. And I told you there was about to be an earthquake. There was already natural disasters, but there was another one. And it was specifically karma for a military. And you got to remember, when we think about people getting karma and other countries coming up in different places all over the world, people try to run away. Like the people that have been doing things against y'all, they fly to other countries with the money they stole from y'all and things they've gotten away with. And they figure, I can hide in Japan. I can hide in China. I can hide in New Zealand. I can hide in Switzerland. Did y'all see what just happened in Switzerland on New Year's Eve? Child, Japan had an earthquake and Switzerland had, I think, a balcony collapse or something happened. A whole bunch of people died. And Switzerland had just come out on my thing too. There are people that are trying to, they think that they can outrun their karma, and they think that they can just leave the country they committed the crimes in. But they don't understand they are on some final destination time. You can't go nowhere. So there's a prostitute, an Aquarius, and someone else that is hiding in China. That's okay. A high priestess. Okay, they're hiding in China. Okay, but they couldn't cause an illusion. The three, they got fired. So they were trying to make someone think that they were a star in China. So if in an underground witchcraft community, this is what I'm getting. In an underground occult community, this person was known as some kind of a star or something. Maybe in different communities all over the world that are part of this occult. They thought if they go to China, nobody would have known or heard yet that they've been fired or no one's working with them anymore. So this is somebody that thought that nobody would, they think, oh yeah, you still have the same status or whatever. But they couldn't fool nobody. Even whoever is part of this same cult in China, they know this person is not the star or any kind of star, and that they're just childish, and they feel sad and defeated now. So somebody was trying to pretend, the King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Somebody tried to go to China and create an illusion that they were some kind of a star. And what's the King of Swords? Somebody not playing with that. Oh, that's who's childish. And they're depressed and sad. They're sad and depressed right now. So whoever this person is, child, they in China. This prostitute ass energy is in China or an Asian country. And they trying to pretend. And they sit up here trying to pretend and trying to fake like they are some kind of star and they're just traveling. But they got the gossip. They got the news already about these people. They know the truth about them. They know ain't nobody working with them anymore. Some energy like that. Tell me about Delaware. Why is Delaware here? Something's not going in someone's favor right now. Oh, because the truth is coming out about somebody connected to Delaware. What's the truth about somebody connected to Delaware? That they could not plan and orchestrate something that was supposed to happen. They were supposed to backstab and betray somebody. So these are people that had contracts on high priestesses. These are people that had contracts on high priestesses, and they were supposed to get your energy, harvest, do a destiny swap, or do whatever by a certain date. But they can't plan anything, and they were unable to orchestrate something. So now a truth is coming out about someone. So all these people have secrets. And if any of them are in the public eye, because they were unable to complete their mission, it's like people are getting clarity about this person connected to Delaware. Okay, a Leo hermit. I can't make this shit up. Wow. Why did I know that was going to come out? I knew it was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out. I knew it. So, for those of you that don't know, the Prince of Panhandling, a Virgo Leo cusper. Donations. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I don't be knowing what's going to come out on my table. But We ain't talking about the Prince of Peace, that's Jesus. But the Prince of Pancakes, the Prince of Waffle House, they had a contract on the high priestess that they were supposed to sacrifice by a certain time. Donations, donations, donations. Some of y'all are going to know who this is. This is a Virgo Leo cusper. Y'all see it came right out. So people are getting clarity with the Ace of Swords now about the truth about them. And the reason is because they signed a contract, a bad contract, to sacrifice a high priestess. They were supposed to orchestrate something with some other women, possibly in South Carolina, North Carolina, that were a part of their cult. But because they did not fulfill their obligation, all the magic is backfiring, and now their secrets are about to be exposed. And that's why it's happening in the time frame it's happening right now. Donations, donations, donations. Delaware. I can't make this shit up. I can't cherry pick these cards. You see how it came out. Somebody in my collective know who the fuck this is. Anything else about the Prince of Pan-Africanism? Somebody could be an Aries or an Emperor. Somebody could be the Star or Aquarius. Clarify. They work together with an Aquarius and an Aries. That's who they signed the contract with. Like I told y'all almost 3 years ago when I told all of y'all that the Prince of Pan-Africanism signed a contract to sacrifice a high priestess that's supposed to be here, that has a contract to do real work here. Okay? And they work together with this Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What else about Delaware? They're sad. They're aware. Yeah. They're sad. They're very sad. They're aware. Because they work together with an Aries, a Libra. They work together with the Cancer, an Aries, a Libra, and it was someone else that came out. And then women that they were having orgies and doing sex magic with. Okay, sex shop and all that. Okay, because they were trying to harness the energy from a high priestess. At one point, they kept doing death spells on a high priestess. All of these things were happening that they were doing to a high priestess to fulfill the contract, the spiritual contract that they signed, because they were being very arrogant. They were being very arrogant. Okay, they were in their ego, and because they were in their ego, they could not see clearly the truth. At one point, they were harnessing energy from multiple high priestesses that were open to them emotionally because they supported their cause. You understand? And on the spiritual realm, because of the occult group that they joined, on the spiritual realm, they were going around and harnessing the sacral energy of high priestesses that were open to them emotionally because they supported this person's cause. Now, the reason they are getting karma and they got judgment when they came for the right high priestess, the right high priestess had to bring them their karma, is because it's a spiritual corruption violation of the highest order to go around and siphon the sacral energy of divine women that are married. Well, you can't do it if they're married, but that are single. No, these women need the sacral chakra is how you manifest abundance, your money. This is how you keep a roof over your head. This is how you feed yourself, feed your children. You need your sacral energy for you. You understand? And for you to go on the spiritual realm and steal these women's energy from them, that's a spiritual theft. That's a violation. If you want to utilize the sacral energy, that sacred energy from a healed woman that can do magic for you, you need to find one and you need to show that you qualify and then marry her. That's how you get divine feminine energy, by getting married to it, not by stealing her energy from her. So this is why they're getting karma. They needed to learn a lesson about how to treat divine feminine energy. It's not to be objectified, okay? They have more to offer than just their body, just sex, okay? And why do I say that? Because the thing that they have to offer that's more than sex is wisdom. And that wisdom comes with time and lessons and self-reflection and shadow work. See, when you marry a woman that's completed her shadow work, that means she is emotionally balanced and she has a lot of wisdom. And her ego is balanced and in check, and she's not emotionally codependent because she's healed. So she makes good, practical money decisions. And she does not act out of emotional codependence and care about the opinions of others. She acts out of practicality, and she's loving, but her discernment is high. She has high intuition. You understand? To get one of these women, you have to qualify. How? By being in alignment yourself, by opening your heart to what? Love. The lesson here is love. The lesson is love for all of us. Because love is the only pathway out of here. Oh, yeah, I'm not talking bullshit. Listen to me. You ever want to break out of this prison, this matrix that you're in? You have to interface with love. It's your heart chakra. It's what connects you to your spiritual self. Below your solar plexus, that's all your carnal nature. That's what connects you to your ego, your physical, the things of the physical world. But your goal is to ascend so that you can have a spiritual awakening and come out of the illusion and the matrix. The only way that can happen is if your consciousness and awareness passes through your heart chakra. The only way to activate your heart chakra is by taking accountability for how you have showed up in the world thus far, accountability, forgiveness, and by allowing for correction and allowing love to flow in, and then having empathy and compassion, which is activated with love. This is feminine energy. And when you balance that with your masculine energy, where you operate like an animal, just out of logic, just do things out of survival only, using your intellect, when you balance it with your feminine energy, empathy and compassion, that's when you have that Kundalini awakening, because your masculine and feminine energy have come together now in perfect synchronicity. And now they're working symbiotically in your brain. And now you are the highest expression of your soul on earth, and you've had a spiritual awakening. Okay? So whoever this person is, they missed the lesson they came here for. The lesson was love and empathy and compassion. When you learn love, empathy, and compassion, you're not going to do nothing to nobody you wouldn't want to do to your mama, right? Because we love our mamas. I feel like whoever this Prince of Pan-Africanism is, I feel like he loved his mama to death, but he don't treat other women the way that he would want someone to treat his own mama. So he need to learn love, not just for himself and his mama, but for the divine feminine energies. You don't use them and abuse them. You don't try to steal and take their energy. You follow the spiritual laws. You follow the spiritual laws and do it the right way. Okay? Delaware. What is Anacostia, DC? Somebody is childish that tried to work on something and orchestrate something, a Capricorn. And now they're having a tower. So we talked about this Capricorn before, didn't we? We already talked about this Capricorn here that is connected to Virginia, right? And you know, Virginia is a hop, skip, and a jump from DC. DC, Maryland, Virginia, you could walk across all three of them. They're so close together, okay? I've lived there. This Capricorn had a tower in DC, Anacostia. Right now, they're having a tower. I don't know, something could be going on in real time. They could be having some kind of a tower. Something could have happened to them in the DMV area. They might have been out drinking with friends. Okay, they might have been celebrating. They might have been depressed and out drinking or celebrating. Something could have happened really quickly, and now they're trying to avoid a tower. What happened to them? What happened to this Capricorn in the DMV? They can't recover. Woo, child. So, something they invested in doing, didn't turn out the way they thought it was. So they were trying to do something. They was in the southeast, the southeast, the southeast, the southeast. Shut up. They was in the southeast. Where was they at? Where was Capricorn at? Berry Farms. Where was they at? Eating sardines and pork and beans. No, whoever this Capricorn is, they done got themselves into some trouble. In Anacostia. They was on Good Hope Road. They can't recover. Something was a bad investment. But this is justice. It's fair. It's karma. King of Pentacles reverse. Good for their ass. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, someone could be a Leo, or someone was in some devil energy. They feel powerless. This narcissist. They feel defeated right now because they didn't think right about something. Whoever they are, they didn't think right about something. Oh, they drowning their emotions now. Something didn't happen to them over there in Southeast, y'all. Yeah, they didn't see it coming. The Four of Wands reversed. Did somebody get kicked out of house or break up with somebody? Somebody could have got kicked out of house. They could have broke up with somebody. They were backstabbed and betrayed. So somebody tried to do something and it was a bad investment. It could have happened at nighttime, or they tried to sneak and do something. Somebody might have tried to sneak and do something. The devil reversed, and somebody got the hell up out of Dodge. They moving on. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio moving on the calmer waters. A Cancer might be moving on the calmer waters. They either got fired or they're not working with somebody no more. Did somebody get sabibop? Somebody might have got sabibop upside the head. I said, oops, upside your head. Yeah, I know, but it's not all the way gentrified yet. Okay, it's still a whole bunch of areas. Okay, it's not all the way gentrified over there in Anacostia. It's not all the way gentrified. You know they could never completely gentrify over there. That's where they used to keep the slaves at back in the day. It's gonna take a while to gentrify that area. Somebody got hit upside the head with that Five of Wands. So a Capricorn could have met up with a Cancer and a Leo in Southeast or something. An Aquarius might be very disappointed. They might have met up in Southeast. They were trying to get away with something. Or they were somewhere in the DMV. Okay. So somebody might have feels powerless about something because somebody might have spoke something out, or someone could have watched somebody and they feel defeated. Somebody could have been watching somebody and a secret could have come out. A secret might have come out. It wasn't what somebody was expecting. A King of Wands reverse. It wasn't something that somebody was expecting. Whatever happens, child. What's New Zealand? What's New Zealand? What is New Zealand? The Page of Pentacles reversed. A hermit. Somebody tried to get away with a crime. Who's a hermit? What's a hermit? This Capricorn is everywhere. God damn. Somebody was trying to defend something to whoever this hermit energy is. This could be a scientist or a researcher of some kind, and somebody was trying to defend themselves. Okay. Because they got stuck in a cycle. Okay, I see what this is. They got stuck in a cycle with a Leo. Okay. So they were in New Zealand, and I know what I'm picking up on. This is this Vatican scientist energy. Okay. This Vatican scientist energy is who was going to pay this Capricorn when they successfully got your energy, High Priestess. But they lied and said that this Leo had the energy that, they needed. And they were trying to get this Leo to destiny swap with you. And they got stuck in a cycle attacking you and trying to siphon your energy so that they could do whatever ritual or whatever they wanted to do, whatever they were trying to do, they wanted to do it with this Leo who was supposed to get your energy. But they got stuck in a cycle because the spell work kept backfiring, and they couldn't figure out what the problem was until they found out that this Leo was not the High Priestess. It was a real High Priestess that they were trying to destiny swap with and put her energy in this Leo. It was because this Leo was willing to slut herself out why somebody brought them in. But the Capricorn is the person that was going to get the money and get benefit from whoever this hermit Vatican scientist energy is. And this Capricorn now is trying to defend themselves to whoever's in New Zealand. Okay? They're trying to defend themselves to whoever's in New Zealand. So maybe they're in New Zealand, whoever these scientists, Vatican people are, the Two of Wands reverse, because now they can't plan something. They can't move to calmer waters, and it's affecting their work. Yeah. And the truth was illuminated to these people with this sun energy. Yeah. So something was illuminated to them, the truth. And now a whole bunch of people are losing money. This could be businesses, corporations, something's over. Or the Ten of Pentacles, they couldn't get your energy. Something's over. Something ended for them. And they're backstabbed and betrayed. So now they're withdrawing their offer. They're rejecting somebody. Yeah, they're not cool with this Capricorn anymore. They don't want to celebrate with them. Yeah. So whoever this Vatican scientist energy is, they don't want to celebrate. They're not cool with, and now they're not accepting an offer from a Capricorn. Yeah, there they go. So this Capricorn now is thinking about how they're going to have to rebuild their life. Okay? And they're stressed out. They're completely stressed out. The Five of Wands. Because they're stuck in with this they're stuck in a conflict with the Libra. I just saw the Empress reverse. They're stuck in a conflict with the Libra, and somebody kicked somebody out their energy. A magician released something that was too much of a burden. Someone's backstabbed and betrayed. New Zealand. What is North Carolina? Okay, the Six of Pentacles. All right. Somebody was taking some action. With the Nine of Pentacles in North Carolina. Sex. This is sex. Somebody don't have the same energy for somebody, though. It's not an equal give and take. The Six of Pentacles reverse. All right. So somebody might have been in some kind of sexual relationship with somebody in North Carolina, a King of Pentacles, but somebody, the Ace of Wands, the Chariot, somebody could be a Cancer, the Five of Wands, it's a conflict, the Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles. I don't know, somebody could be an Earth sign, somebody could be Cancer, okay, or someone could have traveled. Clarify the Chariot. Somebody could have traveled. Someone could have taken action to do what? The Page of Wands. And they can't move to calmer waters because they got fired. Okay. The Emperor reverse. The High Priest reverse. Okay. So the eight, what's the Ace of Wands? Let me just see some. Oh, this is, they might be doing magic or something. Someone is in destructive energy. So there's somebody that was in some destructive energy against somebody because it's not an equal give and take. They don't feel the same way about someone or their ideals. They're not on the same page. Somebody's not on the same page as somebody else. This could be a fire sign, and somebody might have been trying to cause some kind of an illusion or something. They might have been in some destructive energy or something like that against somebody. Okay. What's South Carolina? A hermit? Oh, okay. A teacher? Okay. This might be this Dover, Delaware energy, Prince of Panhandling. All right, that hermit energy. The World card. Yeah, something's come to an end. Yeah. Someone that was being childish. They can't recover now. So somebody might have been trying to hang out in South Carolina that can't recover. They can't recover. What's a Nine of Wands reverse? A King of Pentacles reverse that did not meet a certain expectation, that was in some reckless, destructive energy, that was overly emotional about something. A King of Wands reverse is in a mental imprisonment about something, or they're sad and they feel defeated right now. So someone might feel sad and defeated right now because they were so childish, or because someone was childish. Okay, so somebody could have been traveling between North and South Carolina. That Chariot might be indication of someone that was fighting with another, like it's some kind of friction going on, and somebody keeps going back and forth between North and South Carolina. Okay, it's somebody that's going back and forth between North and South Carolina. Someone could be a fire sign that's closed emotionally because somebody doesn't have the same energy for somebody and they're fighting about something. An Emperor. So right now, okay, so this could be an Aries or an older masculine or feminine energy, and they're fighting with somebody, a Scorpio. Or is this about something coming to an end? Clarify this Death card. Somebody's going back and forth between North and South Carolina because somebody is trying to take quick action and do something. Clarify that to reverse an ending with somebody because someone's going to be homeless. Oh, and they can't move forward and they're not having victory and success. So there might be an Aries that's about to be homeless. And there's somebody either in North or South Carolina that don't have the same energy for them. They might be going back and forth fighting with somebody about something because they're not getting their wishes fulfilled. Someone could be an Aquarius. They feel defeated. Yeah, it's a lot of fire here. Yeah, somebody is going back and forth traveling. They can't move to calmer waters. They might be looking for somewhere to lay their head. Someone could be a Sagittarius. Somebody might think it might be a good investment to try to cause somebody an imbalance. Oh, someone's an idiot. So it's almost giving me the energy that somebody thinks if I cause somebody an imbalance and I hurt them or bother them or attack them, then they'll see things my way and let my homosexual ass come stay with them. That's what it almost feels like. Because you know how these people were with different people they were attacking, different ones of you. They got these notions in their head, if we spiritually attack you and just keep bothering you, eventually you're going to give us your way. If we keep spiritually attacking a high priestess, eventually she's going to give us what we want. She'll open the door, open her legs, and let us have sex with her, energy harvest from her, get what we want from her, and walk away. All we got to do is keep on spiritually attacking her, and that's what's going to happen. This is how ignorant their stupid asses is. So I'm seeing the same pattern here. Whoever this Aries is, it's like they're worried, and someone, or whoever this Emperor energy is, they're worried about being home. Someone's worried about being homeless. Someone's worried, and it's like they're going back to one of their old supplies. Maybe like a narcissist that is running out of options. So they're circling back to people that have helped them in the past or something, and they want to move in or them to help them, and they won't. So they figure, if I spiritually attack you, if I keep spiritually attacking you, you're going to know it's me, and you're going to know what I want, and you're going to open the door and let me in. I'm the big bad wolf, and I'll huff and puff, and I'll blow your house down type energy. So if I keep spiritually attacking you, you're going to know it's me, and eventually you're going to pick up the phone, call me, and let me come stay in your house because I'm about to be homeless and I need somebody right now. Child, somebody already walked away. This 8 of Cups here. Because somebody's too childish. Yes. Somebody's too childish. The same tactic that they were using on High Priestess they were attacking is what they're using on someone that they want to give them a place to live. I'm going to attack. What kind of homosexual is this? What kind of homosexual is this? I'm going to spiritually attack you until you call me, because you're going to know it's me doing it, and you're going to ask me if I'm in the area. And then when we start talking, you're going to invite me over your house when I tell you I'm in your town. Somebody's slow. Somebody is slow. This is happening right now. They're attacking somebody, being childish, hoping that they'll pick up the phone and call them. Yeah, I can't make it up. I told y'all this Aries is this night energy. They looking for somebody's couch to sleep on or something. Child. And it's like someone's going between South Carolina and North Carolina or something. The Page of Swords. Is that the safe house? Yeah, look, they want someone to call them. I can't make it up. The Page of Swords is communication. The Page of Swords is communication. Y'all know air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini represents communication, right? Information. So, and this is the person's house. Somebody is riding around somebody's goddamn house, throwing spell work at them, and waiting for them to contact them. Like, are you attacking me spiritually? Is that you? No. Well, how you doing anyway? You know, where are you in my state? Yeah, I happen to be passing through. You want to come by? Okay, I'll be there. You know, this is what somebody is hoping somebody will do. This fool wants someone to communicate with them and let them come in their house. Whoever this person is, they probably hiding. They don't want to take a risk. I can't make this shit up. The Fool card in reverse. Somebody do not want to take a risk and allow this homosexual into their house. Because they know once they get in there, they're not going to be able to get their ass out. Child, I can't make it up. And they going back and forth between North and South Carolina, but being childish. Maybe it's 2 different people they're attacking, waiting for someone to open up the door. Somebody like the big bad wolf. Child, somebody done already moved to calmer waters about them. They not thinking about them no more. These are probably people that this person has fucked over in the past. Y'all know how narcissists are. A narcissist will have a whole bunch of different supply in different area codes. I got hoes in different area codes, I know that's not how it went, but y'all know that. And years will go by. And when finally people start shutting the door in the narcissist's face, they'll circle back to some old supply that whose resources they probably used up, who house they probably destroyed, who they probably emotionally destroyed, probably insulted, treated like shit, and ghosted for something better. They got a whole trail, narcissists, of people they've used and abused that have, while they've moved on with their life, these people have probably healed and grown and learned lessons and things. And this is the type of dumb energy that will come back around to people that have already healed and expect them to open their doors to them. It's giving me the energy. This is somebody where people might be shutting doors and not blocking them on their phone and not answering them. So they're trying to go back to somebody from their past, and they're like, no, oh my God, you're a disaster. I've healed from you already. Oh my God, I don't want you. Oh God, you remember where I live? God damn it. Don't answer the phone. Turn out the lights. Everybody duck. Don't nobody move. Anything else about this South Carolina, North Carolina energy? Yeah, somebody can't move to calmer waters. Somebody is not okay right now. A page of wands, a knight of cups reversed. Somebody is a false person. Somebody was a false person to somebody in the past. Yet in the past, somebody was a false person to somebody, and they spoke to someone very disrespectfully. So in the past, somebody was a false person, a fake friend, and they disrespected them, probably talked about them like shit. With this page of swords reversed. A queen of swords that they celebrated with in the past, and they were very childish, and now they're sad because now somebody's in a mental imprisonment because they've moved to calmer waters already. They're not thinking about this person no more. They've learned their lesson. The world card, the cycle's over. Whoever this person is, they've already learned their lesson, and something's over. They don't want to deal with this person again. Child, give me a final message, Holy Spirit. Let's wrap this up. Final message, please, and thank you. Somebody missed an opportunity to reverse an ending with someone that they were waiting for, but something's a missed opportunity. Someone could be an Aquarius. That's the wounded warrior right now. All right, a page of wands. Somebody might need a new start or something. Okay, there's a Queen of Pentacles that's stuck in a cycle right now. They might be worried about a crime that they could have committed, and they're stuck in a cycle, meaning something's not resolved, something's up in the air. This could be a warrant for someone's arrest. This could be like a court date, something they're in trouble for, and they're just stuck in a cycle, and there's nothing they can do about it. Something is just looming. A Ten of Pentacles. Something was supposed to happen very quickly with a Ten of Pentacles. Someone was supposed to had quickly sent a message to somebody about a Ten of Pentacles, okay, or they're planning to, okay. Final message. Final message. I saw the Hierophant reverse. All right, the King of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, someone's under judgment. Yep, the fates, karma, that's it. So somebody has to send a quick message to somebody about a Ten of Pentacles. This could be inheritance. This could be money. This could be, this is some kind of abundance. And somebody is stuck in a cycle trying to get away with a crime, or they're in trouble. They're under judgment. Okay. Somebody was supposed to deliver a message to somebody in collective about a Ten of Pentacles, a large amount of money or something, some form of abundance. But instead, they were trying to get away with a crime. And now, because they did not let you know about some form of abundance that belongs to you, they're under judgment because they got stuck in a cycle trying to get away with a crime over and over and over again. And now this person's under judgment and they don't know where to go and they don't know what to do. Okay? And this might be an Aquarius. Final message, Holy Spirit, one final card. Yeah, this person, I don't know when, but this person is going to have to release trying to create an illusion for a hermit energy. Okay? The crime they're trying to get away with, they're trying to create an illusion about you so that they can get away with a crime. But they're under judgment already because they have to notify you about something. The crime, this could be the person they're trying to get a judgment reversed on, to try to say someone's mentally disabled so they can get away with something in court. But they have to release this illusion that they're trying to create. They have to release it. Guys, I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Thank you for hanging in there with me this beautiful Friday. I don't know if I'll be able to do something on the weekend or not, but we'll see. But if not, y'all have a blessed and safe weekend. I love you very much. Y'all take care.